Welcome back to some more Tsumihoroboshi. So where we last left off, Rena was currently hiding in her own hideout in the garbage dump. So she was able to hide from those two people in which they thought they were Sonozaki corpse, but I thought they were cops. And then after that, she thought she was safe until when she started hiding again, you figure out where she is, well, doomed per se. But let's continue reading. I'm very looking forward to this. As I drink my water, I opened my eyes wide. I broke out in a nervous sweat, not wanting to believe that the sound I heard was a knock. My mind went completely blank. But it knocked on the door again. I could feel a light shining on the blanket. It might be the shining the flashlight on me, but I still held back my fear. As long as I don't move, it can't put a finger on me. I kept telling myself that as if I was casting a spell. I tried not to shake in fear. It laughed. It has laughed at me because I thought I was still hiding perfectly. But I still tried, because if I got out of the blanket, what are you scared of? Whoa! I threw off the blanket and saw the owner of the voice. It is Rika-chan. Oh boy. Now, why is she here? Why did she come here to see me? I don't understand why she came all the way here alone this late at night. I realized all of a sudden, she looks just like Rika-chan on the outside, but she's not her. It is just copying her appearance. It came to Mia-san, to me, and to Rika-chan. I decided to talk aggressively on purpose in order to work up courage before my fear crushed me down. Is that you, Rika-chan? Meep. Who else do I look like? It answers just like the Rika-chan I know. But I know it's not Rika-chan. Rika-chan wouldn't come to a place like this so late at night. I know who you are. I know you're not Rika-chan. No words. I'm afraid you can't deceive me like you can the others. Even though you look just like her, I know you're not Rika-chan. You're not my friend, Rika. Okay, so I thought it was Keiichi just looking for her. I guess I was wrong. Holy shit. You're not my friend, Rika Fruit. Who are you? No words. Rika looked stunned for a while. She looked as if she didn't understand what I was talking about, but she pretended like that for too long. If she really didn't know what I was talking about, she wouldn't be able to stand the silence for this long, but she kept quiet, and she finally showed her true character. He, he. It laughed. It laughed at me because I figured out something that was almost impossible to figure out. That it was not Rika. Who are you? It didn't answer my question. It kept laughing for a while, and then it looked straight into my eyes in a way Rika-chan never did before, and it said this: I've lived for quite a long time, but you're the first one who penetrated my disguise. I always thought you had good intuition, but you're pretty good. What? She clearly spoke to me the things that I was most afraid of. I was completely shocked. It's like she told me everything that could possibly scare me. I didn't want to hear any of this. It's something I can't possibly twist in a way I can comprehend. Oh wow. The the smug on her face. Let's just say I'm Rika right for now. It's been a while since I started to call myself that. Oh really? It's been a while, huh? Like how long? Not that long. It's only been about 100 years. What? What are you talking about? I'm contradicting myself. I know the person who's standing in front of me isn't Rika, but at the same time, I deny its existence. As long as humans hold this kind of emotion, they can never accept unknown existences. In other words, we can never accept them. You don't have to be scared. What? About 100 years? Huh. So did the demon like possess Rika, or did the demon just shapeshifted into Rika and pretending that she's her? You don't have to be scared. You're in the car. I'm outside of it. It's not easy for either of us to do something to the other. I think this is a perfect distance between us. No matter how long I've lived, Rika Fruit is still just a little kid. You're still stronger than me. I should be more careful than you, because you could snap and jump on me anytime. I realized that this creepy thing that looks just like Rika was only there to talk to me. I felt my tension fade away a little bit. But still, I don't know what she wants to talk to me about at a place like this, so late at night. I'm like a fish on a cutting board. There's nothing I can do other than to wait and see what's going to happen. I waited for it to make a move for a while, and then it opened its mouth again. You're afraid of something, am I right? It uses sarcasm. Rika-chan's cute face looked uglier than ever when it smiled. I held back my fear and tried to reply firmly. Yes, thanks to you. So, what are you afraid of? You should know that better than anybody else. It told me earlier that we were safe from each other because one was in the car and the other was standing outside. But it's obvious that I'm the one who's being driven into a corner. While I'm talking to it, I could be being surrounded by its minions. I got scared and tried to listen to the sounds of my surroundings carefully. Don't be scared. I came here to help you. I don't know about helping considering you laughed at the end. You came here to help me? Oh, really? I wonder how you're going to do that. You're just sick at the moment. You need medicine, that's all. Would you be interested if I told you I brought it along? Medicine? It put it put his hand in his pocket and took out a small case. So so it ain't Rika, so they just replaced the thing with it as a name. It opened the case and showed me what was inside. What was in there made me gasp in surprise. A, a syringe? It's not normal for a person to carry around a syringe. I have no idea what's going on, but what Rika-chan is holding in her hand is a syringe. There's no way I can twist that fact around. That's right. The contents of this syringe are going to help you get better. It'll help me get better? Huh? I know what it is. It's the drug that killed Tomataki-san. It's the parasite at its full strength. It'll give me the maggot disease. This is a different drug from the one that was used on Tomataki. I promise. It giggled. Uh-oh. This I wouldn't take I wouldn't I wouldn't trust that syringe if I were you. It isn't the giggling that scares me. I'm scared that it admitted the cause of Tomataki-san's death so easily, and it also admitted the direct cause of the maggot disease that Tomataki-san died from. I know you're going to kill me in the same way he died, and that the Rena and Gogura is going to replace me. Problem solved, right? I'm not going to let you give me the shot. Well, I knew you would say that. This syringe looks very suspicious, of course. You're smarter than I thought, so what now? Are you going to gang up on me and give me the shot like you did to Tomataki-san? Tomataki-san's autopsy report that he had bruises on his body that proved he was fighting against several people right before he died. That means they must have ganged up on him to give him the shot against his own will. I'd like to give you the injection by force, but it never really works, so I gave up on doing that. I decided to let you choose to take it yourself. Are you kidding me? I don't want to take that creepy shot. I thought about it many times. I thought about how I could make you take the injection. I can't force you to take it. I can't make you agree to take it either. Then it leaves me only one choice. I have to let you choose to take it. You should know my answer already. I'm not going to walk into such an obvious trap. Well, that's what I thought you'd say. I didn't expect you to choose it to take it anyway. It heaved a sigh, made a gesture as if it is mocking me, and smiled bitterly. It it looked like as if it was saying that I'm a lower animal that can't understand it can't understand being given a chance for salvation. I kind of want to say I'll take the shot on a dare, but I know that's exactly what it is intending to do. Go back to your home and tell your friends that you failed to give me the shot. I'm not going to let you beat me. I'm going to fight till the end. And I'm going to seize the 1% chance of winning, and I'm going to destroy all of you. 1% of chance of winning. Sounds like winning either a lottery ticket or some gotcha PNG for all I recall, for all I care for. I see. Then you should try to do that. This world is going to end soon anyway. End soon? It has nothing to do with you. A frog sitting in a well doesn't need to have any interest in the world outside, does it? At this stage of the game, it said something very dubious. I tried hard to understand what this horrifying creature was trying to say. What what are you going to do with me? What are you going to do with me? What are you going to do to me? Nothing. Do whatever you want. What? It's almost too easy. As far as I know, do whatever you want means ignorance or release when your enemy says it to you. At the very least, it isn't a bad thing. Or does it have another meaning? In that way, I overinterpreted the meaning of the sentence, but then it said it again. Do whatever you want. I'm not interested in this Rena Ryugu anymore. I'm going to try to get along with the next Rena Ryugu. I have to pray that the next Rena Ryugu doesn't have such good intuition. I was scared of it like I'd be scared of a judge handing down a death sentence. I used to try really hard to fix things every time a little problem occurred, but I got tired of it. I'm not interested in this Inamizawa anymore. I'm going to find the next Inamizawa, but you only have this one, so I hope you live as best you can. It was telling me scaring things one after the other. This was obviously a warning of Hinamizawa's destruction. It means the climax is coming soon. They have already prepared another Rena. When I lose to this fate, they are going to replace me with that Rena as if nothing happened. They're very well organized. What humans are most afraid of is for their lives to lose all value. Your life becomes worthless when you're told that you have a replacement. It's like an indirect death sentence. It closed the syringe case and put it back into its pocket. It turned around and started climbing up the slope. At the top, it looked back and spoke without as much as an evil smile. Well, goodbye, this Reina Ryugu. I hope I can get along with the next Reina Ryugu. I shouldn't worry because I do usually get along with them. I'm not going to let you replace me with the next Reina Ryugu. I'm the only Reina Ryugu. I'm not going to let you do it. Never. Ever. I wondered if my scream was reaching it. It looked at me coldly. It looked at me as if I was just an image of the past on a TV screen. It's fun to have a conversation like this once in a while, huh? All that laughter. Ha 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 ha. That laughter gradually disappeared into the darkness. It disappeared into the darkness as well. I was the only one left there. I'm forsaken and they don't care if I disappear. They told me I should struggle as much as I want because it doesn't matter anyway. They already have a replacement. They don't need me in their Hinamizawa anymore because my intuition is too sharp. When I realized that, I noticed that this garbage dump is a perfect grave for me. Then I realized that this place wouldn't work as a hideout anymore. I'd better start packing and move somewhere else. It told me to struggle as much as I want. I'm going to do just that. Damn it. Damn it. I have to get ready to move out from here. I'm going to put everything back into my backpack. I have to leave here as soon as possible. The light of the flashlight wasn't enough to see by, so I turned the table lamp on. The light made things show up very clearly. When I reached my backpack, I realized something and gasped in surprise. The palm of my hand was covered with an eerie liquid. I thought I'd wiped off my sticky sweat earlier, but it wasn't my sweat. Then where did his blood come from? I realized it right away. I was scratching the mosquito bites on my neck earlier, and I scratched them until it bled. When I noticed that, I remembered the sensation, the mixture of pain and itchiness. Yeah, that buzzing sound. That is something I never hear, so I can't tell if it's from like the game, like fucking up, or it's just they just do that on purpose. Mixture of pain and itchiness. I felt something moving near the wound on my neck, so I scratched it again to get rid of whatever it was. My hand got sticky and wet with blood again. I can't see what the things are because I don't have a mirror, but I know. They're already spreading throughout my entire body, causing the itchiness on my arms and the back of my knees. If I never experienced this before, I think I got bitten by a bad bug or something. But unfortunately, I already know what's causing this itchiness. But why? Why? I said it with hatred. Why now? Why here? It's the maggot disease without a doubt. If I cut the veins on my arms, the dusky, red, gross things would flow out. But it's impossible. I didn't get any suspicious shots. But it doesn't have to be a shot. They might have put the drug in my food, and I might have eaten it without noticing. I don't think they put it in the food at my house, but I used to share lunch with my friends at school. They might have put it in the lunches. That Rika who visited me just earlier was shining the flashlight on me, so she knew that I was scratching my neck so hard it bled. Nevertheless, she acted like there was nothing wrong, and she told me that I wouldn't last long. Now I know why she was laughing at me in a sarcastic way. She knew that I wouldn't have much time left. It itches very badly, but I can't scratch. The more I scratch, the itchier it gets, and I'm not going to do the same thing Tomataki-san did. Damn it, damn it, damn it. The itchiness might not be temporary. It might actually get worse. I don't know if it's going to stop soon or if it's going to last until I die from it. I don't know anything anymore. I just have to endure the itchiness. I wiped the blood on my neck with a towel, clenched my teeth, and tried to erase the desire to scratch my neck. The wound was throbbing. I wanted to scratch it so badly, but I couldn't do that. I fought back the desire, biting the neck of the towel. Biting the end of the towel. I scratched other parts of my body really hard in order to forget about the itchiness on my neck, but it didn't really work. I just prayed for the itchiness to go away, closed my eyes, and fought back the desire. That seemed to be the best way. I let my mind go blank, breathing hard for a while. I felt like the itchiness got a little bit better. I took a deep breath, and I immediately started panicking. Staying here is more dangerous than the itchiness. I have to leave here as soon as possible. I felt it back. I felt it while packing my stuff. I felt the end coming closer, the end that Rika told me about earlier. I assumed I could live until the end, but I might have been wrong. I might follow the same path Tomitaki-san took, way before the end comes. I was sweating like crazy, and it felt so nasty. I know it's not sweat, but I'm going to think that it's sweat for now. I wiped my neck with the towel and hurried to leave. God damn. 21 minutes in and this shit gets more intense. Can we stop with this music? Okay, thank you. I think this is Keiichi's perspective? This area has no streetlights, so I was scared to run fast when I could barely see. The moon lit up the sky, but not my steps. The only light I had to see by was my flashlight. The light was very weak. All I could see was the flat gravel road before me. Anything the flashlight couldn't reach was in total darkness. The expression often used in towels, pitch black, wouldn't be inappropriate. I might trip over an empty can or a rock any time. Not wanting to fall, I used the flashlight to its maximum extent to watch my step, but I was still a bit nervous. I started running slower and slower until I was just walking briskly. Did I just stop running because I'm afraid I'm tripping in the dark? But I usually run around without watching my step during the day. I run around with Rena and Mion all the time. Okay, I figured so. Even if I can see what's underfoot, I don't pay any attention. I don't think I might trip. I just keep running around without a care. Rena might be feeling the same way I am right now. For Rena, the light with which she illuminates the darkness of suspicion is too weak. And the darkness of the delusion she deeply believes in is getting darker and darker. That's why she's scared to even walk on the same roads she always used to take. She fell for the contents of those ridiculous scrapbooks. People might laugh at her for that, but those scrapbooks aren't normal. They manipulate their readers' hearts and, with evil intent, take advantage of their vulnerabilities. That evil intent captured my heart for one night. That's why I know how evil they were. They are. Fucking Rena gets gaslighted. Not like this. They're just urban legends, like the prophecies of Nostradamus or the Purple Mirror. They're a bunch of feasible lies, and when you hear about them at first, you think they're too stupid to believe, but once you fall for them, it's hard to get them out of your mind for some reason. It'll be the year 1999 in less than 20 years. Everybody knows about the prophecy that the world will come to an end in July of 1999. There are even some TV shows about it too, which irresponsibly fan people's fears, so some people take it seriously. Those people think that the prophecy means the outbreak of nuclear war, so some of them are making shelters in their backyards. Some of them are thinking about freezing themselves by 1999 so that they won't be exposed to radiation, only waking up after it's gone. Those people are completely serious about it. But when you think about it rationally, it's impossible that there will be an outbreak of nuclear war in 1999. It's true that the Cold War makes us think that the final war will break out any time, but both powers are actually pointing their nuclear missiles at each other, and they know there's nothing to gain from either of them to start a nuclear war. The Soviets might still do it. The Soviets would destroy the world if it meant eradicating liberalism, but that delusion that the Soviets might do it could be neatly swapped for the way Takano-san uses the Sonozaki family in their scrapbooks. When people create a large-scale delusion like the prophecies above, they always use an incomprehensibly unknown enemy such as the Soviet Union, Nazi Germany, or aliens. And they say something like, "You never know, they might do things like that," to try and increase the credibility of their delusions without any evidence whatsoever. What did Takano-san know about the Sonozaki family? Nothing. All she did was use the history of Onikafuchi and say that the Sonozaki family is still working behind the scenes, plotting a horrifying conspiracy. It's just like one of those large scale prophecies. It's nothing but just a stupid story like that one about Nazi Germany, which says that Hitler is still alive and lives in an underground complex somewhere on the South Pole, continuing its plot to conquer the world. Rena usually doesn't believe in stupid stories like that, but it was just bad timing, I suppose. It was right after she killed Rena Mamiya and Tepe Hojo and was caught by us. She was in a state of panic when she heard the story. We were waiting for her to recover from the shock, but before she did and regained her strength of heart, a poison got into her and spread all throughout her body. When you're sick and have a weakened immune system, it's easy to get another disease. It's just like that. That's it. Rena is just sick right now. When you're very sick, in bed with a high fever, you sometimes feel like you might die from it, but most of the time you're just overreacting. You get better soon after you take a medicine, eat healthy food, and sleep a lot. That's how she is right now. She caught a mental cold, that's all. She needs to get better soon, or she might get caught by the police. I passed several patrol cars on their way. I hid every time I saw one, since I didn't want to be questioned. I was probably passed by them twice. When I came close to Rena's house, I saw a car parked near the gate. It was probably it was obviously watching her house, trying to capture her when she'd arrive home. Mion ordered the Sonozaki family to find Rena to protect her from the police, but honestly, I'm not sure if they can. After all, Rena believes that the Sonozaki family is after her. But if they don't find her, the police will eventually. If that happens, all of us who helped her bury the corpses will be caught by the police in the end. I don't know how or why the police came to suspect her. I think they only have some circumstantial evidence. I don't think they know she did it for sure. But since they're looking everywhere for her now, they must have some kind of reliable evidence. Reina, come on. You don't have time to play around with Takano-san's scrapbooks right now. The police are after you. It was so dark that I couldn't be sure if she was down there, but I made up my mind and headed down the slope, carefully shining my flashlight to light my way. I wanted to loudly call out Reina's name, but there might be some policemen nearby looking for her. I walked around a trash pile, and then I saw a light. It was Reina. I ran towards her hideout, kicking aside the trash in my way. Reina was standing right in front of her hideout, holding a hatchet. Oh boy. Oh wait, where have I seen this part of the scene that from, I wonder? Really makes you think. Holding a hatchet. I couldn't blame her. She must have noticed all the noise I had made coming down the slope. Huh, huh. Reina, it's me. Keiichi-kun? I sure have a lot of visitors tonight. Who else is here? I shone my flashlight around, but I didn't see anybody else. I'm leaving, because it's not safe here anymore. I don't want you to know where I'm going, so please don't follow me. Reina? What happened to your neck? You're bleeding. I'm okay. They might come back again, though. Reina's neck was all red. It looked like she had some kind of skin disease on her neck. She probably couldn't bear the itchiness and scratched at it really hard. You need to do more than just wipe it with a towel. Come to my house. You need to clean it up. Don't worry about it. It isn't an injury, and it's too late anyway. Too late? What do you mean? They must have put the drug in my food without me realizing. It's the drug that killed Tomataki-san. They probably used a syringe to inject him with the drug, but they changed their methods this time. I think they put it in someone's lunch. You remember Michan gave out a piece of her omelet to everyone the other day at lunch, don't you? She must have put it in the omelet. She's smart. She used the slow-acting drug this time. Damn it. Rena kicked the dirt with hatred. She was almost literally kicking Mion's goodwill to the curb. Hey, Rena, are you seriously saying that Mion would do such a thing? Question mark. Rena looked stunned, and she stared straight at me. I noticed a slight accusation in her eyes. I can tell by looking into her eyes that she wants to say, "What are you talking about? I already told you that the Sonozaki family is the mastermind behind the conspiracy." First of all, Mion didn't give out her omelet to everybody that day. Mion cut her omelet into 5 pieces and she told us to take one if we wanted. Rena took the end piece of the omelet before anybody else took one. She said it looked cute and ate it right there. No, that's not what happened. Michan tried to make me eat the omelet because she put a drug in it. Rena, stop interpreting everything so conveniently. Mion just put the 5 pieces of the omelet on the lid of her lunchbox. No, she didn't. She gave out each piece to every one of us. Rena, think about it. Have we ever done something like that before? We usually take whatever we like from everybody else's lunch. Nobody has ever said something like, "This is your piece, so take this," or "This is her piece, so don't take that, you know?" No words. She looked at me with that accusation in her eyes. To Rena, everything that comes out of my mouth must sound like a lie. To her, it's a fact that she was poisoned. She knows for sure that the drug was in the omelet. That's why she's contradicting me, because I'm saying something different. I didn't come here to make her mad. I realized that disagreeing would only escalate her anger, so I decided not to. Anyway, you said this place isn't safe anymore. Where are you going to go then? Well, I'll find somewhere. It's not that easy to find a place to sleep. Why don't you come to my house? I appreciate your offer, but I can't do that. The Sonozaki family is looking for me everywhere in the village. I don't think you'd betray me, but I don't think you can hide me from them either. It's not the Sonozaki family who are looking for you. It's the police. No words. Why? Oishi-san is on my side, and I told him to leave me alone. I don't think he's looking for me. I think they know that you killed Rena and Tepe. Oh, I see. I was relieved that we were finally on the same page, but I realized I was wrong right away when she laughed in self-derision. Do you know how the police found out that I killed them? No, I have no idea. Nobody saw her killing them. Nobody saw us burying the corpses. We buried them deep in the mountains, and we camouflaged the spot perfectly. Plus, Mion moved them to a secret place afterwards. So, it's impossible that the corpses would be found. I went there this evening. I went there to check the spot where we buried them. Guess what I found? Ah, that didn't sound good. Of course, Rena has no idea that Mion took care of the corpses. She'd think the corpses were still buried there. They weren't there. The corpses. Somebody dug them out and carried them somewhere else. Ah, Rena. That's because, it's impossible that someone happened to dig them up. I chose the place. So, the only people who know about the place are me and my friends who were there. That's right. Well, the thing is, I know who did it. It's Michan. They didn't want me to work with the police. They needed to have some insurance. But I didn't think they'd use the police to find me. I guess they don't care how it looks anymore as long as I'm captured. Come on, do you really think that Mion would do such a thing? She did. Michan sold me out. No, she didn't. Mion is your friend. We're all on your side no matter what happens. Even if the whole world turned against you, we would still be on your side. Even if the whole ocean evaporated, Mion would never sell you out. I don't understand why you're defending her. It's just the opposite. I don't understand why you're doubting her. That's simple. Mio-san revealed the existence of the conspiracy to me, and the fanatics are... Shut up, shut up. I'm sorry I didn't mean to yell at you like that. I apologize. So, please listen to me. The corpses are gone because Mian dug them out. See? I told you. Listen to me until I finish. Okay? Mian dug them out because she found out that the place isn't going to be safe for much longer. There's a logging project scheduled to begin on that mountain this summer. That was why. That's why she dug them out, to save you from being caught. Rena laughed at me like I was stupid or something. I could tell she didn't understand anything I was saying. Don't you get it? Michan made that up. She just wants to look good when you're around. She's a dirty bitch. Hey, then what was she supposed to do? Are you saying that she should have left the corpses there, knowing that the forestry service would find them this summer? She couldn't do that because she's your friend. Why can't you understand that Michan made everything up, including the logging project? You're the one who doesn't understand anything. No words. After I yelled at her, she gave me an icy look. She stared into my eyes, as if trying to find out what I came here for. I came here to wake you up. You're possessed by the impossible delusion because of Takano-san's scrapbooks. At first, I thought it was interesting, but this is getting way out of hand. You know why? It's because they're making you sick. Oh, the girl who looked just like Rika-chan told me the same thing. You're actually right about that. I mean, I do have the maggot disease, so... No, you don't understand. Listen to me very carefully. You need to lie down and rest for a while, okay? It'll be a lot safer to stay at Mion's house. She can protect you from the police. But if you don't trust her, you can stay at my place. Either way, it's not good for you to stay somewhere uncomfortable like this. Let's just go to my house for now. We'll have some cold tea together. It'll cool your fever down. Then you'll realize how crazy all this was. What are you talking about, Keiichi-kun? Are you saying that I'm crazy? No words. I'm not crazy, you are. You don't know it, but you're just being controlled by the parasite. Keiichi-kun, you think you have nothing to do with it, but you're one of the victims. You just don't realize it. I'm not blaming you for that. I can save you. I can save everybody. So please trust me for now. You think we're all crazy. You think everybody in this village is crazy, and you're not. Is that what you're saying? It might even be spreading outside of Hinamizawa. They might have already spread as far as Shishibone City, or to the entire prefecture. I really am the only one who isn't crazy. I know that, thanks to Mio-san's scrapbooks. I thought you understood that too. Wait a second, Rena. You're saying everybody in the world is crazy except you? That's the same thing as saying you're the only one who's crazy. The world hasn't changed. Nobody is crazy. Nobody is your enemy. If you ask me, it's crazy to believe that you're the only one in this world who isn't crazy, that everybody in this world is your enemy. In short, your only enemy is yourself. I feel sorry for you, Keiichi-kun, but it's okay. It's not that easy to accept the facts Mio-san discovered. Even she wasn't sure about them. So I understand if you can't accept the truth. That's why I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight to save everybody. I'll beat them down and make them stop controlling you. Rena, that's stupid. That's just idiotic. You feel sorry for me? You're stupid. Why don't you understand? Why do you still believe a crazy, stupid story like this? You're just interpreting everything to suit your convenience. They have replacements for Mio-san, Rika-chan, and me. They're going to replace me after I'm killed. What? Replacements? Are you seriously saying that? You know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. I haven't told you about this yet. The true identity of the parasite is aliens. The aliens? Yes. Yashiro-sama is also an alien. The description of his descending from the sky matches with alien theories from all over the world. Whenever a great civilization flourished, it was always the aliens who accomplished it. They have advanced knowledge. They came to Earth to help immature humans evolve. Well, that's a bit of a stretch, but I'm going to save here. We're at 40 minutes in, which is pretty good. So next part, we'll continue more of their conversation. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you then. Have a good one.